In the quiet darkness of Cape Canaveral, under the glare of floodlights and a canopy of Florida stars, a giant is beginning to breathe. This is Blue Origin's New Glenn, a colossal, 58-meter-tall titan of a rocket, and its engines have just roared to life, heralding one of the most ambitious NASA launches in years. This mission to Mars isn't just another flight. It's a second chance at history for Blue Origin. A moment where 7 thundering BE-4 engines are announcing the company's powerful arrival on the deep space stage. As the ESCAPADE mission prepares to journey to the Red Planet, a new chapter in space exploration is beginning. It all started on the night of October 28th. The world's attention shifted to Florida's Space Coast as the massive New Glenn rocket began its slow, deliberate roll toward Launch Complex 36A. It was a sight to behold, a mechanical behemoth moving with a purpose. By the late hours of October 29th, the rocket stood vertical, raised into position by its transporter erector. Blue Origin CEO Dave Limp couldn't resist sharing the moment online, a clear signal that the next major milestone was just around the corner. And that milestone arrived with a bang on Thursday night, October 30th. You could almost feel the tension in the air. The hold-down clamps engaged, the powerful fuel pumps spun to life, and then ignition. All 7 BE-4 engines fired in a spectacular 38-second hot-fire test. For 22 of those seconds, they blazed at full power, a controlled explosion of immense force. The data streamed in, and the verdict was exactly what Blue Origin had been hoping for. All 7 engines performed nominally. Jeff Bezos himself posted a video of the momentous event. Blue Origin confirmed the success, and a critical milestone was officially achieved. This wasn't just a routine test. It was a powerful declaration. New Glenn, a project once dogged by delays and skepticism, had just taken a decisive, fiery leap toward its inaugural launch. And what a launch it will be. Perched atop this incredible rocket are NASA's twin ESCAPADE spacecraft. The name stands for Escape and Plasma Acceleration and Dynamics Explorers, and these nimble probes, built by the innovative team at Rocket Lab, have a fascinating mission to study Mars' magnetosphere and how it interacts with the solar wind. Their findings could help us answer one of science's most profound questions. What happened to Mars' protective magnetic shield? Could our rusty neighbor have once been a blue and green world, much like Earth? This mission aims to find clues hidden in the thin Martian atmosphere. Initially, ESCAPADE was slated to fly on New Glenn's very first launch back in 2024. But with a brand new rocket, caution is key. NASA decided to postpone the mission, waiting for Blue Origin to prove their vehicle was ready. Now, with this successful hot-fire test in the books, the rocket is validated, the ESCAPADE probes are ready. And NASA is placing its trust in Blue Origin to carry these vital scientific instruments on their long journey to Mars. The launch window opens on November 9th, and if all goes to plan, this will mark the very first NASA Deep Space Science mission to ever launch aboard a Blue Origin rocket. But Blue Origin's ambitions don't stop at just reaching orbit. They plan to go further, both literally and figuratively, by attempting to land New Glenn's massive 58-meter first-stage booster on a drone ship at sea. The first attempt at this complex maneuver didn't succeed, but in the world of spaceflight, progress is built on persistence, not on achieving perfection on the first try. A successful landing here would be a game-changer, placing Blue Origin in an elite club of companies capable of flying and, crucially, reflying large orbital-class boosters. This puts New Glenn in direct competition with some of the biggest names in the game, like SpaceX's powerful Falcon Heavy and eventually its next-generation Starship. Powered by 7 advanced methane-fueled BE-4 engines, New Glenn is a versatile workhorse designed to lift heavy satellites, crewed capsules, and now, deep space missions into the cosmos. It represents Blue Origin's monumental leap from suborbital tourism into the challenging and rewarding world of interplanetary logistics. Riding alongside the ESCAPADE probes is another important payload, a Viasat communications demonstration satellite. This is part of NASA's broader initiative to foster commercial partnerships and develop the next generation of satellite networking systems, creating a kind of internet in space. So this launch isn't just about one mission. It's a multi-layered effort pushing the boundaries of technology and collaboration. Ultimately, this flight is more than just a flight. It's a turning point. A successful mission would solidify Blue Origin's position as a major player in NASA's roadmap for future exploration. It would be a critical step forward in humanity's collective journey back to the moon, onward to Mars, and eventually out into the solar system and beyond. In this exciting new era of space exploration, competition is the engine of innovation. Visionaries like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk share a common dream for humanity's future beyond Earth. They aren't just rivals locked in a zero-sum game. They are pioneers, each pushing the other to accelerate progress for all of us. New Glenn isn't here to replace SpaceX. It's here to join a new chapter, one where multiple rockets and multiple companies work in concert to move humanity outward together. Now, all that remains are the final checklists, the meticulous readiness reviews, and the anxious watch of the weather windows. Then comes the final countdown. If everything aligns, New Glenn will ignite its 7 engines and rise from the launch pad on a brilliant column of fire, beginning Escapade's long, silent journey across the void. In that thunderous, ground-shaking moment, Blue Origin will officially take its place in the incredible story of Mars exploration. We are standing at a frontier that generations have only dreamed of, a time when Mars is no longer just a distant, glittering point of light in the night sky, but a real, tangible destination. And now, NASA, Blue Origin, Rocket Lab, Viasat, and the entire global space community are marching toward it, shoulder to shoulder. The engines have been tested, the rocket is ready. Mars awaits. The stars are calling and humanity is finally answering. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey. If you're as excited about the future of space exploration as I am, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our updates on this historic mission. We'll see you next time.